Hi everyone, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video is going to be part 2 of my planner dilemma slash reorganization slash setup. If you watched the first part, I kind of did a flip through and chatted a little bit about what was working and what wasn't. I don't even know what the heck I talked about in the last one. I just know it was very long and I needed to split it up into 2 videos. So if you're back for part 2, thank you. If you are new, I hope you enjoyed this content. And if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, welcome back. As I mentioned, this is part 2. So if you haven't watched the first one, I say stop here, go watch the first one, and then all of this will kind of make sense. Okay, it is 7 o'clock at night on Wednesday, and I need to get this out because it's not the video that I'm trying to get out. I just need to reorganize. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have no idea how I'm going to organize. I kind of have a little bit of an idea, but we're going to just play around. So if I mentioned it in the last video, I don't remember. Here's I'm in a Gillio Amica, and I just feel like I'm not utilizing my planner. Either things aren't where they should be. I don't know if I've complicated it. I don't know if I'm in a funk, like something just hasn't been working. And as I mentioned in my part 1 video, the places I go are always my finance area. I go to my daily banking. I check to make sure that charges on my credit card match the ones I've done. I check off my list. I check my banking. I then go to my trackers and track whatever, make sure I have my sleeping tracker, etc. I check mark anything that I've watched. I've added the meals. I've checked to see if anything has come in, and that's pretty much it. And then I go into my weekly view. I don't touch my notes places, which is odd because this notes tab that would take me to my notes was my most used area, and now I just feel almost lost because it's not where it used to be. And listen, if you've watched some of the old videos or you've been with me for ages, you remember that I had 4 categories, not 5. This is before I started doing trackers, and so I kind of feel like somewhere I move things around and then I can't find them, and then I'm like, I just feel off kilter, and I'm not usually that way when it comes to my planner. So I decided I'm going to rearrange everything, and I have an idea. I don't know if you guys remember, I used to make these. Aisha with Planner Girl Rocks, I think that's what it is. Years ago, she had a highlight on how to do dividers. And these are similar to Hannah's dividers. The girl that I bought this from, I can't remember her name. I always do this. Sweet something. I don't know. Sweet Freckle Designs. I don't know. But she used to make these. I don't know if she still does. But Aisha with Planner Girls Rock had a highlight, and this was like years ago, where she taught you, or she just showed you how she did it. And from that point on, I started to play around with my silhouette, and I learned how to do it. Now it's trial and error. Like you can see here, look at these. These are so weird, and I tested them out and they stuck out so much. And I knew, but this is my tester one before I did this set, and then my final set is this low profile. Like this set would probably work for my regular Franklin Covey compact planners, but this is more low profile and it works for my Amica, and I just like the low profile. So what I decided to do is print 4 tabs, dividers, instead of the normal 5. So we're just going to figure it out, y'all. I'm just gonna kind of take everything apart. Hopefully I don't show things I'm not supposed to, but we will see. Okay, so I'm gonna take these out very carefully. I'm gonna take them out by sections. So let me just, that is the to-do section. That is the currently section. I'm just going by, we're gonna figure it out. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I know I need to get it done. So, and there's gonna be some things that I take out that I don't want here anymore. Personal, I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna take, I don't want this here anymore. Where is the other one? I think it's here. I want this one here in front of home. We'll talk about that later. Can I just say, I started doing this silly laugh. Like it's almost like a forced laugh. I don't know if I heard it on TV, and now it's kind of my go-to laugh, and it's so funny because it's almost like this Pee Wee Herman kind of, it sounds so stupid, but I don't know why. It is what it is. Okay, personal, what's next? Finance, so let's get this. I'm saving my, just so you know, these are from Lines Plus Paper back when she used to sell them, but can you see how bent they are? Like I put these, and they're very thin, which I liked because it doesn't take up a lot of space. However, they bend really easily. So let's just take my finances and put that here. Where the real stuff is gonna happen is, I wanna say in the trackers. Let's put trackers. This is gonna, we're gonna see. I'm gonna test this out and see if it's gonna work. Okay, now the currently is here. So what do I wanna do currently? Hold on. We said, I can't remember. We said currently was gonna be there like this. But I think I want, again, trial and error. I think I want this currently. How did I want to do this, people? I'm gonna put this up front. I'm not sure that that's where I want it. Trigger list, I don't know. This is where things are gonna get wonky because I don't know where I want certain things. Here's my cleaning. I'm bringing that back possibly. Okay, so now I have currently, trackers, finances, and personal, which is good. This is what I wanted, okay? Because now, why does that feel weird? Now it's more flat, okay, monthly. That goes to the middle. I'm trying to think here. Where do I want this? Listen, you guys mentioned that you wanted me to do this with you all, so this is what we're doing. We're doing it together. Normally I would play around with this off. I think I want this here, but then I won't be able to see that. It is what it is. Let's see. That's there. I just want it to flow. You know what I mean? This I don't use ever, so I'm taking it out. Let's see where these can be put. So let's put this back. Yikes, hold on. Yoink, scoops. Okay, let's see. And I may hate it, you guys. I may hate this and switch everything back in the middle of the week or next week, and we'll have a video on why, but I need things to make sense, and lately they haven't been. All right, currently they're low profile because that's how I want them. So currently, trackers, finances, personal. All right, So if I go here, and I think also it's these half pages. This I need, this I can throw out. These half pages have me feeling some kind of way. This is my goal morning routine. So I am on medication for my anxiety and my OCD, and I take medicine in the evenings. This is TMI, but it is what it is. And if I don't take it by 8:30, I forget to take it. Let me just put it there. So often I'm supposed to take it before 9, between 8:30 and 9, because it really knocks you out and then you're refreshed and whatever. I forget to take it. And sometimes I take it at 12, or because I'm reading or I'm watching some crazy show, and it prevents me from getting, it's like I have to get a certain amount of sleep with this medication. Otherwise I'm a zombie and I can't wake up. And yeah, and I haven't been doing it. So now I'm like determined to take this medicine by 8:30 so that I can go back to my 6:30 a.m. This was my normal schedule, and now it's like, ugh. Okay, enough complaining. I really don't need that. And I don't need these. And this was just me messing with, and playing with the pen. Okay, so that is that. We just have blank paper, which is what I want. I don't think I want this here. So let's take out, what happened? Is this stuck in there? All right, we're gonna take this one out. We may put her in somewhere else. We're gonna take these out. Okay, I think what I'm going to do instead is every week when we do a reset, I'm gonna add a new one in here. So it forces me, see how this one's done, so I don't need that one, even though it's like, so every week I'm gonna put one, I'm gonna save these. Oh shit, where does that go? Okay, you guys, you're here for the journey, okay? Just be with me on this journey. Okay, I'm gonna add these pictures back, but I'm worried that I'm not gonna really see them because, okay, already a little bit lighter. All right, so we have our calendar. I'm not sure if I still want the monthly up front or if I want it where my currently is. I have a feeling I want it where the currently is, but I'm not sure. Okay, so we have this. We have now our divider that goes straight into my blank pages, because this is where my life really happened, on the doodling pages. And then if it was something important, I would put it in the places that it belonged. But that's not what's happening anymore. I don't know if it's this idea like, oh, I can't put it in my planner unless it looks perfect. I've never been that girl, so I don't think that's what it is. Sorry, I'm tossing these. I just feel like it's not working, and I feel like it's because either I've started to subcategorize things that used to just be in one category and things would just be thrown there. Like I never had trackers. If you look back years and years ago, I never had a tracker page. It would just be under like notes or something. So at any rate, okay, we have this important piece because I like to go and take notes. What is happening? Why is this getting stuck? Okay, then we have currently, which has all of my weeklies. And part of me thinks, hold on. Sorry, I thought Lucy or Ruby was eating Lucy's food. If you guys are regulars, you know that Lucy is on the Cat Jenny Craig food, and she's been losing so much weight. I'm so happy for her. That'll be another story for our Plan With Me's in my pocket. Okay, so the idea is, do I take this out of here, which I think I want to do. Do I? Let's just leave it as is for now. We have our little girl. Do I want this before or after my little girl? Let's see. I kind of like the idea. Okay, if I'm carrying you around and I open, yeah, I think I want it in front. Okay. Again, this is what I would do normally if I wasn't being filmed. Okay, so all my weeklies are here. And this is this. I'm thinking because this feels very bulky, and I don't know if it's because I have stuff on both sides. Maybe I need to take this out and put here under my notes. There's this, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I have too many areas of shit that I don't need. I'm duplicating stuff that I don't need. There's plenty of stuff there. Okay, so we're not gonna put extra. So this one just will hold my meal plan. And I'm wondering if I want it there or here. Okay, we're just trucking along, people. All right, so what I was thinking is putting one of these in my currently, so that I make it a point to do one a week. Is that what we want to do? Where would we put it? I feel like it would be behind here. Do I? Let's put it here because I want to remember to do it. Okay, we're just gonna leave it there for now and we'll figure it out. Tracker is here. Okay, what of these can be things to watch? Should be under the tracker. So there, order, and I believe it used to be here. Okay, this is food, meals for, and this is just some goals. So this should be under home. Can I show home? Yes. I just want to make sure. So this should be, let's put this here. Let's put this where it used to be. I'm going to take the cleaning out, and I'm going to take the cleaning out. I'm going to take the inventory out. Do I want to take this out? I think I do. I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel like stuff needs to be different. I don't know, you guys. You know how like you fall into a funk? I've never fallen into a funk when it comes to my planner. Like I've always had it work for me. Like I've never not had it work for me. Okay, there's meals. I'm gonna put repairs here under the home. Okay. Miscellaneous, I'm going to put my miscellaneous. I just want to make sure that I'm not showing anything I'm not supposed to. Miscellaneous, I'm going to put this here, and then this was my goal. What do I have in the back? Let's look at my goal, shall we? 2025, mental health, self-help books, reading, journal daily. None of those I've done, except for reading. Work, meeting set days, set boundaries, don't take things personal, take advantage of remote work. I set boundaries and I don't take things personal. Setting meeting days it's impossible with my bosses. Take advantage of remote work. It's hard to do that. Family, movie nights, multiple trips, breakfast with Chrissy's. Pretty much those are done. Home, I don't know what. Home would have been, let's put this right now. Home would have been the pool bathroom, which I did. Pool remodel. It wasn't on there originally, but now it is. Okay, physical is take 10,000 steps a day, get lean, 6-pack, 10 workout steps, arm, shoulders, legs, butt, strength training. None of those have happened. It is what it is, people. So I'm going to put this also in the back of, do I want to put it in the back? Let's put it behind. I want to keep it. Okay, I know I want to keep it. Let's go back into home. And this is stuff to make on the black stone. This was a list that I already completed. So I'm going to put these back here because this is more home. This has my meal ideas and whatnot. So what I think I want to do is, so that it makes sense, the meal ideas, do I want to put it there? The meal ideas should have this here. So let's put it here. And what I should do is let's get a little thingamabob and we'll put it like that. Do I want that there? Yeah, because then when I'm wanting to look at it, I can just quickly go. Yeah, I think I'm okay with having that there. We'll see. Okay, so that got done. These I'm going to put in every week into our dailies. All right, until our weekly resets. All right, you're going to see me do this a lot where I just close. Okay, feels good. Feels good. Monthly notes, weekly is under currently. Okay. I feel like this should be somewhere else. Should I put it under trackers? I want it to be something I do. So maybe I put it here. But then I won't see. I'm telling you guys, it has to make sense. Otherwise, what's the point? I'm going to keep it here. We'll see if that works or not. Sorry. Hopefully this is interesting. You guys are literally, I'm literally thinking through this with you guys. Okay. Trackers. We have our tracker. What makes me sad is this is so bland. So I think what I'm going to do, Binta from France sent me another package and I freaking love this, and somehow I have to put this in my planner and I don't know where, but she's got to live here somewhere because I love her so much. Okay, trackers. So we have the main one. We have watching, food orders, things to watch, my work, my library books. I feel like the library books shouldn't be here. I feel like the library book should be under miscellaneous. Don't you? Leave me a comment down below. I don't know if I need this in here. I like to have it just to see all the books that I read, but I have a book journal where I write down, I do the same thing. I just put the picture and then I write down the characters. The recent book I read and I haven't printed the little thingamabob is The Last Letter. Can I just tell you, those characters are living in my head. I don't know if you guys have the same issue, but Belle and I have talked about this a million times. This is taking a pause from planning for a minute, okay? When I read books, it is a movie in my head. I see the movie playing out. I can see the characters. I can see everything. It is a movie playing in my head. And so the characters are like real. It is like a movie I've watched. And so when I journal the book, when I put the book into my book journal, I have a little pocket moleskine, I journal the characters. And in this, and I had reached out on Instagram on my stories and said, hey, I need to release grief and I needed a book that would help me cry. And so many people told me to read The Last Letter. Can I tell you that not only did I cry, but these people live in my heart and my mind now. Like every now and then I'll remember Colt and I'll just like, it'll take me back to the movie that I watched in my head. So to many people it's words. Like I read and it comes, I'm reading it and I'm watching a film in my brain. I don't know if other people are like that. Belle said people are not like that. They're just words. I watch a movie. It's so weird, but whatever. Okay, enough about that. We have health. So I'm going to bring cleaning back because what I'm feeling like is I'm not tracking this because I moved it. So I'm going to put my cleaning there. I'm going to put my cleaning checklist here. I don't know if I want my cleaning checklist here because this has all my appliance info and I would rather have this under home, but we're going to leave it here for now, right? No, I think I'm going to put that back. We're going to put the cleaning annual log, and then what I did is had my inventory log here. This we'll put back here under home. Do I want to? It just feels like it should be where the cleaning is. So who cares, Noelia? We'll have you, yeah, I'm gonna do it, keep it there. Okay, does that feel right? I'm sad that this one came out. Where can I put her? Maybe she just needs to not be in here. How about that, Noelia? Maybe she just needs to live. I don't think there's any place for her to be. I mean, I could separate my work because this is work related. And I think the outfits I need to put in front because I'm realizing I also am forgetting to write outfits. Maybe that's what we do. Let's do that. We'll separate all the tracker stuff and I'll know that when I go here, it's work. And then after that, it's all the cleaning, right? Yeah. Okay, I think this might work, you guys. I'm gonna put this here because I do need to make cinnamon rolls. Did I get this? I need to go to Costco. I got the pesto. I got the jack cheese, tomatoes, chips, chorizo. I did not get burritos, and I need to go to Costco. And I know this. I need to put this here. I don't want to go to Costco till next week. All right. Okay. All this extra stuff I don't need. I only need, that way I know. If you come see, I don't know if I like that. I think I need it to be here. You guys are watching me really decide how I'm going to do this. Okay. Monthly. Do I want my monthly here or do I want it up front like I always have had it? I think I want it up front. So let's move our monthly. The thing I hate about it is having to move it all the time, but I do want it up front. So let's, the reason why I put it back to the front, the tab back, is because I felt like I wasn't going and referencing things that I should have been referencing. But at the same time, I think to myself, well, if you don't need to reference it, you don't need to reference it. You'll go there when you need to. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't want to be duplicating things. I don't want to be lost within my planner, which is how I've been feeling. I've been feeling lost. Or yeah, like I don't know. See, now I'm like thinking I don't like this monthly here. Yeah, I don't like it. And it's so funny because I used to like it and now I don't. So we're going to put this guy back where he was in July. And again, I may change it. I thought I was going to want it back in the front like I've always had it under currently, which is the current month and the current. Hopefully I'm not showing stuff that I'm not supposed to be showing. All right. Okay, so we're back to 4. currently, trackers, finances, and personal. And then under personal, I have home, info, miscellaneous. Some of that you cannot see. And then I put back my cleaning and my health. And then my jot stuff down. Now, I used to just sit with my planner open and just doodle. And somewhere in my brain, I stopped doing that. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm afraid to write in it. Not afraid. Let me restate that. I don't want to write in it. Okay, I'm not saying this right. By writing just random thoughts like I normally would, how I used to, I am aware that I'm recording videos every week, doing a weekly reset. And I think because I'm doing the weekly resets, I'm knowingly withholding jotting stuff down that I would normally jot down, like messy. And I really, you guys know, I mean, I'm not, my shit is messy. Like there's nothing here that screams perfection, or, you know what I mean? Like that's not me. However, I'm gonna have to cut some of these down so that I have it every week. However, I do realize that because I'm doing weekly resets, I'm not writing things down that I would normally write down. And I don't like that feeling. So maybe the answer is that I stop doing weekly resets so that I can go back to using my planner and not worrying about what could possibly be seen. I think that may be an issue. I'm just putting things here. Whatever I don't use or I stop using, it goes into one of my binders, my planners, and I just save them. And then whenever I'm like tired of something, I end up going back and yeah. So the only other thing that I was, yeah, so I think that's might be what's happening here, is that I'm hesitant to purge knowing that I have to record a weekly. And maybe it means that I stop doing weeklies with you guys, or stop showing the previous week. I don't know. I don't know what it was that was making me stuck. Part of it is because, yeah, things felt like they weren't where they should be, and it just like everything felt discombobulated, and hopefully this resolves it. Having 4 tabs now, taking out the to-do, because the to-do, having a tab that said to-do and having list of things just didn't make sense. I like having my normal plain paper where I just dump everything, and then if it's important, it would go into the places that it needed to go. This was my lifeline, just blank paper, dumping here, and then if it was important, great, move it to wherever it needs to go, or toss the sheet and you have a brand new sheet for tomorrow. And there's like the freedom in that. Currently, again, don't know how I feel about this, and maybe it's this. Maybe I just need to I'm so used to dividers and tabs. I don't know. We'll see. The other thing that's bothering me is that this is frosted. I love frosted tabs, but for whatever reason in my monthly, it's really annoying the shit out of me. So I don't know if I need to make new tabs or order clear ones. If you guys know a good divider person, I may order clear bottoms. That might be what I need right now. So if you have somebody that you trust, because I think these are let's show you. This monthly is very different than Lines Plus Paper. Lines Plus Paper is more see-through and not as thick, and I think that's why I like it. Do I have? Let me go check. Okay, I went to go get my compact binders where I store stuff. I have two that I store things in. This is like a graveyard of dashboards that are here for me to use, past ones, ones that I've had, ones that I've made. Like, this is a graveyard of all things. This is a really thin one. Why don't I use this one instead of this one? Okay, I'm going to get sidetracked, and I don't want to get sidetracked. So, but I am. Okay, Noelia. I came here to see, this is like a graveyard of all kinds of tabs. These were when I did cash envelopes. Some of these are just whatevers. But I wanted to check if I had monthlies. I do, but the problem is I do have clear ones. The thing with these dividers is that these are all bottoms. So I have two like this. Let's see. Let's just play around. These are the bottoms. These are monthly and weekly. Let's see how this looks as opposed to the one I have. Let's take this one out. And these are, ooh, maybe I like that. The only thing is they're white, and I don't like the white. Monthly, weekly. You know what? I actually like these, even though they're bigger. Sorry if I'm on off camera. Do you see? These are bigger, monthly, weekly. So all of my Lines Plus paper tabs were this white tab. See these? And what I did, all of these side ones were that way. And what I did is I took a magic eraser and I removed the white so that I was able to put, where are they? Sorry. These were all the Lines Plus paper ones. And all I did was took a magic eraser and got rid of the white embossing so that I could put my own words and, you know, move them around the way I want. So right now I'm realizing that I have, the reason why I have these really hard, thick ones is because I go there often, but I'm thinking maybe I take these out and keep these in, but just white them out. Because if I use the ones, look, I have, you guys are just getting crazy Noelia today. Because these, what I realized with these ones that I ordered from her is that the monthly here is too, do you see how far in that goes? Like, even if I wanted to flip there, it's so freaking outrageous. So really what I would do is have the second one, would this be it? Yeah, that would be monthly. And this would be, how do I have it? Let's look. This one's monthly. I'm just trying to decide like which one I would use if it was monthly. I think weekly would be weekly. This might be the solve, you guys. Bills due weekly. And then I would need to do a new, see, I think that's the issue because I would need, these are so thick. Daily banking. What am I missing here? Am I missing one? Yeah, this one. No. 1, 2. You guys, what is happening? 3, 4. So we would still fall in the same problem with the daily banking and the bills due because this this one is so far in. You know what I mean? Like, this one I really don't care that it's thick, even though it is bothersome. I wonder if I could do this. Again, we're just trying things out together, people. Let's take this out. Let's say this was daily banking. We're just testing. We're just testing if we like, because these are thinner, but there's monthly, weekly. This is daily banking. I don't like that. Daily banking. I don't like that these are so close together. So we're gonna take these out. We're gonna put bills due back here. That's fine. And we're gonna keep those, even though I'm not sure I want to. You see what I'm saying? Because, see if you can see these. These are so petite and these are so strong, but at the same time, I need these two to be strong because these are the ones I go to every single freaking day. And so do I don't go to the monthly quite as often, but I do see my weekly, and I prefer to have it be clear. So I really do like this one as being the weekly. I'm just gonna have to clean that off so that it's in black. I don't want it in white. And perhaps I just keep these as is and not take those out, even though you can see the clear difference. I'm sorry if you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. I'm just in my own little world right now, but I think I'm gonna keep I'm gonna scratch off the bills due and put monthly. Do I have monthly? Let me move all of this out of the way because I am getting, this is why I keep all kinds of tabs in here so that I can decide from my little graveyard here of what to use and what not to use. So let's just go and put these in here. This doesn't need to be there, and these don't need to be there. This I need to move because that goes somewhere else. Okay, so let's put these back in here. And I have Amica. All right, and then we have just a bunch of extra ones that we're just gonna put here that I made that were just whatever. Okay, and so I will have to wipe that out. Let's make sure that I have something that says, do I have monthlies here? Monthly and weekly. So I could totally do that. I think I'm gonna do it. That way I can keep it clear. I think that was one of the reasons is I just felt like it was too foggy. The frosted was way too frosted. And I want to be able to see clearly my week. Does that make sense? I know I'm a dork. I can't help it. So that's what I'm going to do. I made all these extra stickers so that I can do what I need to do. And I'm going to do it. So I think that's it, you guys. I don't think there's any more to do other than here's what it looks like tab-wise. Tab-wise, you have my January through December. Her point of view, Franklin Covey. I just made these new low profile and I did 4 tabs instead of my traditional 5 that I've been doing in the last few years. But if you go back to old videos, you know that I had 4 before, but they're just titled differently in this particular batch. So I have currently trackers, finance, and personal. And I think I like it. I think everything is where it should be. I don't know if I want this here. Maybe I put it here because I want to easily, when I come to do my weekly spending, I want to be able to also get to my irrigation quickly, and after that could be my I have to do 2. I'm going to give myself a what is it? A goal of doing 2 per week. And then when I do my weekly resets with you guys, if I continue to do them, we'll see if I did it or not. But that would be a good challenge for me because my kids say that I'm losing my mind and I need to have games to keep my brain, you know, young. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, and the only thing that makes me sad is not seeing my photos. So that may be something I figure out. Maybe I cut them up and put them here, stick them on. Maybe I just choose, I keep it there so that when I go to that, I don't know. The photos are a big deal because the personalization, that's the only personalization I have is these photos. So I think this is going to work. I think this is going to get me out of my funk, utilize it the way I used to, not care. And if I find in the next couple of weeks that I'm more carefree with my planner and writing things down because I'm not afraid that I may show it, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to, I keep repeating myself. You all heard the first few times. I don't want to not be able to use my planner effectively because I'm doing weekly resets and I don't want certain things to be seen. I have never been that way. I don't know why the last few months I have not kept up with trackers. It's just not like me. So I know a lot of that is personal, but also I need to make sure that this functions correctly. So I think this is the new setup. I hope that I don't go back, or I hope that anything that doesn't work within this, that I can fix it and not redo the whole planner system. Again, everything, my planner system is still the same. It's just I was having issues getting to and from places or finding things because I had moved them, and now I think this will work. The only things that I need to do today or right now when we get off is take this weekly off and the monthly or the bills due, and then put the actual monthly and weekly on here in black letters. So that will be all that's left to do, y'all. I think we completed the task. I hope you guys enjoyed this craziness. If I was rambling and not making sense, it's because I'm really trying to piece this together on the spot. It's not anything I planned, or I just knew things didn't feel right and I needed to rearrange. So I'm sorry if it didn't make sense, but if it did, thanks for watching. And if you're new and you enjoyed this kind of content, I hope you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, thanks for watching my craziness. Fingers crossed that this works, and that I will be able to find these easily, track things back the way that I used to, and be consistent, because for whatever reason, my trackers, especially the cleaning tracker, it's not been used. I need to get on it. All right, sorry. Okay, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.